What's going on, y'all? This is Dana Poe Dream Master Executive 8, and in this video I'll be talking about MGTOW for men, and for the women I'll be talking about them marrying God. Now, I don't have a problem with either. Like, if you're a monk, you know what I'm saying, and you go monk, or a woman that decides to remain celibate for the rest of her life, I don't really see anything wrong with that. The only thing I will say is sometimes I feel like it's just an excuse for you not being able or feeling like that you can't get the mate that you want. So for those of you who don't know, MGTOW is something that's in the community of men, where it's in MGTOW stands for men going their own way. And it's basically them like kind of turning their back on like women, society or whatever, and not really wanting to get married, not really wanting to deal with women at all. Some of them going as far as to just, I guess, be celibate for the rest of their life. And then for women, there are women that say, I'm married to God, or I'm marrying myself, or stuff like that. And it's the same concept. But the thing I want to point out here is, I like I said, I really just think it's an excuse for men and women not being able to get what they want, and so they do these things. Even in the semen retention community. And I'm big on semen retention. Like I think it has a lot of benefits, but I don't think that you use it as kind of like a scapegoat for not being able to get the woman that you want, or for women saying they're married to God because they can't get the man that they want, or not so much getting a man or woman that you want, but not being able to maintain a relationship. And I think it's just a matter of, for men, not being in their masculine power, and not being able to deal with women from a position of power. And then for women, I think it's not being in their feminine energy, and not being able to be submissive in a relationship. And I think what needs to happen is, like, you might need to learn something from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gotta get an example of a man who has the relationship that you want and learn from him, I would suggest doing that. You know what I mean? And the same for women. Instead of just saying, kind of giving up on the whole idea of having a mate, which you really want. Like, deep down inside, we all want somebody. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we like need them per se. Like, you can live perfectly fine for the rest of your life without anybody, but is that really what you want? Or are you just saying, oh, I'm going MGTOW because I can't get a woman, I can't get the woman I want, or I don't know how to deal with women from a position of power, or for women, I can't get the man I want, or once I get the man, I can't keep him. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to run him. I want to run the relationship. I want to be the man, basically. I don't want to be submissive. Like, being submissive is something nowadays by most women that's seen as being weak, when really that's not it. That's just you playing your position, you know what I mean, and letting the man lead. And then on the side for men, like, when you're letting your woman run you, you're not in your power. You know what I'm saying? So by you interacting with women like that, and not wanting to change, then you're not going to get your desired result. And so you'll just say, oh, okay, I give up on women, I'm gonna go MGTOW. And it's like, that's not getting what you want. Like, you should get what you want. And if what you want is the type of relationship that you want with a woman, then you should get that, and not make the excuse of going MGTOW or being on semen retention forever. You know what I mean? Because you can't get the interaction what you want. Like, if you need to learn something, go learn what you need to learn. You know what I mean? There's plenty of, man, especially nowadays, there's plenty of if dating is your thing, there's plenty of dating coaches. You know what I'm saying? If you need to learn some pimp principles, there's plenty of men that teach that. Like, the information is out here. You know what I mean? To teach you how to get what you want. So to make the excuse of, I'm going MGTOW Or like reason I'm talking about the women married to God, because I talked to a woman the other day and that's what she was saying. She was married to God, and I was just like, I just don't think that that's the case. I just think that you either can't get the man that you want, or once you get the man, you can't keep the man. So you just give up on the man and say, "Oh, I'm married to God." You know what I'm saying? So like if you legitly married to God, like, and you're celibate for the rest of your life, and that's the desired path that you choose, let that be that. Don't use that as an excuse to not get what you want. You know what I mean? We all have the capacity to get what we want. And you got to stand in that power and know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got nothing against MGTOW. Like, I mean, like, I got nothing against monks. You know what I mean? My respect goes out to them for, choosing the path that they choose. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want that path. And same with women who choose to be celibate for the rest of their life and devote their life to their spirituality. That's what they want. You know what I mean? They're not using that as an excuse to not get what they want. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the solution here is go learn the information that you need to learn. You know what I'm saying? And most of it does start with, like, I do think MGTOW and semen retention and celibacy, I do think there's definitely some power in that, because in that you get to find yourself. You know what I mean? You get to really learn yourself, because that is something I think that, everyone should do to some extent, to really get to know themselves before they enter that relationship. You know what I mean? To even know what you want. Like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, man, we just be jumping into these relationships just for the sake of not wanting to be alone. You know what I mean? Just for the sake of, wanting easy access to sex. I mean, one really good benefit of semen retention and celibacy is getting control of your sex drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you just letting it run you instead of you running it, that's a problem, because it's going to run. It's going to do whatever it wants to do. Like, we should be the masters of ourselves. So, that's it, man. That's it. Don't use MGTOW as an excuse to not get what you want, or semen retention, or celibacy. You know what I mean? Or saying I'm married to God, or I'm married to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I there is a concept of marriage to the self that I can understand. The balance and the union of the feminine and masculine principle inside of yourself, that marriage I can understand. But I mean, let's not use I'm going to be married to God, or I'm be married to myself, or I'm going MGTOW, I'm not dealing with women no more because I don't know how to deal with women. You know what I mean? Like, man, it was something else I was going to say. Oh, sometimes what happens too is, we get hurt in relationships. Like, it happens. Men get hurt, women get hurt, and then we just decide that we're not going to deal with women or men no more. We throw the whole thing under the rug, and it's like you still not get, at the end of the day, you still want that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, learn what you need to learn. Take the, adapt the mindsets that you need to adapt. You know what I mean? Move the way that you, like, whatever the desired relationship that you want, like, be in that mindset. You know what I mean? So, like, don't focus on, if you're a man, I want a submissive woman. Don't focus on that. Like, yes, you want that. That's great. But focus on being that dominant man. Focus on being that man who's a leader, who has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And the women will come. You know what I mean? Because what's a submissive woman to a submissive man? You know what I'm saying? And what's a dominant man to a dominant woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? Opposites attract. So, for the men, learn how to be in a position of power when it comes to dealing with women. And that's simply just not putting her above yourself. Like, it's really that simple. You know what I mean? I don't really see the equal 50-50 thing. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Somebody got to be the leader. Somebody has to be the follower. You know, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying. So and look, man, you know, next time you do get in that relationship, try it that way. I mean, you've been doing it the other way for so long. Try it that way and see how it works for you. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is whatever you do, don't use big toe, don't use semen retention, don't use you know, I'm married to God or I'm married to myself as an excuse to not get what you want.